Nobody wins when the family feels.
Man, we ain't living with this shit, man. What are you talking about? Head to toe them people, man. Got this shit on bankroll, go yard, diamonds, all this shit, man. We having this shit, man. See what the fuck going on.
Holding this shit.
The sauce away, man.
Still holding though. Forever holding. Putting it gravity unit. G unit.
Sauce shit, man. Head to toe regular, man. Got all the.
Oh, I know it's getting real now. One time, no kidding.
Yeah, so we're talking about a shooting in downtown Memphis. Police are on the scene right now, so there is very limited information. This is downtown, right outside the Hyatt Centric Hotel.
I'm saying request at 170 Lieutenant George W. Lee at the Westin for 603 Charlie. Christian question for collection of photos and evidence regarding the shooting. From that black was transported critical. Christian non-critical to the med. No one in custody. The Bureau will be making the scene. At the Westin, 170 Lieutenant George W. Lee, last force 1659, 2326.
Check 26. Did you say non-critical?
Check non-critical.
Fam, I learned this at a very early age. It's hard to put trust in people. It's hard to try to let your guard down, especially in their environment where you can't control. You might have quote-unquote pull in this one city or this one neighborhood, but don't think the guy who your quote-unquote friend got the same respect, because things could get ugly and then you ruined a good relationship because you might think they in it. With so much going on in Texas that we recently just covered within the last 24 hours, it seems we got another Texas rapper who we about to talk about. But this time we're going to Memphis, Tennessee. This rapper was recently shot outside the FedEx Forum alongside his artist who's from Memphis, Tennessee, who unfortunately didn't make it. Today we go over this story. All this is fresh. It happened less than hours of me making this video. So I'm sure we're going to have more updates. But we also going to go over every public fact that's presented thus far. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. Fam, meet Albert Mundane. Born June 29, 1990. Also known professionally as Sauce Walker. He's an American rapper and songwriter from Houston, Texas. Now for those who don't know, Sauce Walker started his rapping career in 2007 under the name A-Walk as part of a Houston rap group called Most Heard. He began releasing mixtapes as Sauce Walker in 2014. In the same year, forming the duo Sauce Twins with another rapper, Sancho Saucy. Sauce Walker credited himself with popularizing the modern uses of hip-hop slang term drip, a word he uses extensively throughout his lyrics. In 2015, he gained attention for releasing a diss song titled Whack the Whack, targeted at musician Drake, accusing him of stealing Houston hip-hop culture.
Bad Girls Club and Supernatural. Casting call ass nigga, your whole life is fake. Your name Aubrey in the.
Now, Sauce Walker has collaborated with various artists like A$AP Rocky, Bun B, Chief Keef, and many more. But in 2014, the Sauce Factory was created, an independent record label, often abbreviated as TSF. TSF has signed many people like Peso Peso, Rizzo, and many more. Now, one of those new artists he recently signed is from Memphis, Tennessee, a guy named Say So Pete. Now, he was connected with them through Bread Gang. He was affiliated with Moneybagg Yo, YTB Fat, and he allegedly moved bows. And fam, you know what come with that lifestyle.
Cast in the world. Today, got one of my partners, man, my Memphis partner, right, man? You originally from out there?
Yeah, I'm from Memphis.
From Memphis originally, huh,
man?
I'm
from Raleigh. Yeah.
I got my partner, man, building with me today, man. Like I said, man, what's it say so because you say so, baby?
Came, you know how this shit go, you know.
Yeah.
I just got that name. It just came to me.
Yeah.
You know.
So you named yourself that. Nobody ever just called you that. You just said, man, I want to be say so.
You know, it just came from just being around, like, you know, surroundable and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, it came from being around like a few of my partners and shit. You know, in the game, moving around.
Yeah.
At first it was Peso, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I ain't never really just liked Peso like that.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest with you, I ain't really never liked the name like that. Yeah. So, just Say So just came, made it sound a little bit better. I just liked it, this shit, ran with it.
Now, you do rap, you do music.
Yeah.
You, what was your upbringing like, man? Coming out to Memphis, like, what was it like young for you?
It's kind of hard, but like being from Memphis, it's kind of hard to avoid, you know, certain shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we don't really get like a suburban area. Like it's hard for anybody to keep their child out of bullshit in Memphis. In
So
any
you say
part
ain't
of
really no rich hills, man. You can move to.
Yeah, we ain't got none of that shit in the city. No, we ain't got nothing like that, man. We ain't seeing no Rolls Royces, no Bentleys, and none of that shit, you know, growing up. So it's hard to keep your child out of the mix, regardless, anywhere in the city. So
Right. How was it, man, for you? You ain't never getting no drugs or nothing young, did you?
Nah, you know, I was fucking with this shit. You know,
Well,
growing up with none of that other shit.
Well, I just know because, like you said, man, it's low poverty areas. You know what I'm saying? Bubba on a lot of shit, you know?
Motherfuckers, a lot of shit. Yeah, for sure. But where I'm from, like my hood, like, you know what I mean, Raleigh, Northwood Hills, and, you know, around that way, like, my hood, like, most of the people where I'm from, like, we ain't had that problem in our circle. You see what I'm saying? And I talk about that all the time. I was just telling my partner about this a couple days ago. Like, I'm glad, like, where our particular circle, like, we ain't have no drug problems. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We had problems going on, but when nobody on them drugs, like, we ain't had this shit in our team, our circle. You see what I'm saying? We ain't allowed that shit for real. So, you know, it will look down upon. You see what I'm saying? We ain't this shit, smoke weed, what we do, but I'm glad we were like that. Like, my team, out here, we get money. I was always rapping, man. I got some old ass shit.
Now, shout out to No Jumper. They have a 30-minute interview with Say So P if you guys want to check the entirety. But at this point, fam, you have an idea on who Say So P is. And if you wasn't familiar with Sauce Walker, you got somewhat an idea of who he is as well. But they reunited in Memphis, Tennessee, less than 48 hours ago. While here, they was posting their location. They even mentioned being at a venue where YTB Fat had hosted. Check out some clips.
Yeah, man, we in Memphis with this shit, man. What you talking about? Head to toe them people, man. Got this shit on bankroll, go yard, diamonds, all this shit, man. We having this shit, man. See what the fuck going on.
Holding this shit.
The sauce away, man.
Still holding those. Forever holding, putting it, gravity unit, G unit.
Sauce shit, man. Head to toe regular, man. Got all the.
I be in different cities all the time, state to state.
Oh, I know it's getting real now, but sometimes no kidding.
Hey, man, what they doing? Yeah! Yeah, P! The real CP! Happy birthday, Joe Motion, man! Yeah, man, I brought sauce to the city for this shit, man. You did! Yeah, you did, P! CP! The real. Yeah, you did! You did what the fuck going on? You did! Sauce about! Yeah, okay, P! Look, got it on him right now.
We got he like
Memphis, say so. Hey, man. H-Town, man. I went from Houston, man, to the trenches, to Memphis. Say so. Hey, man. We in the city with it, man. Houston to Memphis, man. Yeah. Hey, B, what we doing, Kobe? How we poppin'? I believe it, bitch.
As you can see, they was having a good time, and they was putting their location on demand. So finding out where they was at wasn't hard. Now, we don't know if they switched locations or switched hotels, because the night they left, it was a shooting at another downtown hotel. It was at the Hyatt Center Hotel, and thankfully, no one was hurt, but it did leave a bad scene.
Yeah, so we're talking about a shooting in downtown Memphis. Police are on the scene right now, so there is very limited information. This is downtown, right outside the Hyatt Centric Hotel, which is at the corner of Beale and Front Streets, a very busy area of downtown Memphis. This video just coming in from our sister station there. Police could be seen collecting evidence and tagging dozens of shell casings on the ground as workers swept up a lot of broken glass. Now, the extent of any injuries not known at this point. It does not appear that anyone is in custody, but as you can see in that video, we're talking about a very active scene overnight in downtown Memphis. Once we get some more information from investigators and our sister station, we'll bring that to you.
Now, not even 24 hours later, the following day, and another shooting happened in a targeted incident in another downtown Memphis hotel. Broad daylight. The shooting happened at around 2:40 p.m. in the 100 block of George W. Lee Avenue, outside the Westin Hotel. Now, much details hasn't been released. As mentioned, this is very early, but a video was floating around on social media of an active scene. Sauce Walker talking to his brother inside the ambulance, and allegedly Say So P with the white blanket over him, being DOA on the scene. May he rest in peace. A love of condolences to his family.
I'm saying request at 170 Lieutenant George W. Lee at the Westin for 603 Charlie. Christian question for collection of photos and evidence regarding the shooting. From that black was transported critical. Christian non-critical to the med. No one in custody. The Bureau will be making the scene. Here's the Westin 170 Lieutenant George W. Lee, last force 1659, 2326.
Check 26. Did you say non-critical?
Check non-critical.
All crews, be advised, North Main Station responding to a shooting. 170 Lieutenant George W. Lee at the Westin, 1441 WPAJ 881.
I'm praying for everyone who was involved in this serious situation. As more developed, I keep you guys updated. And to Say So P, man, rest in peace once again, and love and condolences to your family. Fam, this was the story of a Memphis rapper being gunned down, while having his CEO from Texas in town, and having him shot in the process. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And till then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.